Let's see. Self-esteem is that internal monologue / voice that you have. And while there is some that's biological, inherited, etc., the way I think about it is that the person that you are today, a lot of it is learned behavior, right? And a lot of us learn it from parents primarily, family, friends, etc. And if you are sitting at a point where you are unhappy with your current self-esteem, your learned behaviors, not saying it's easy, not putting it down at all. Sometimes it takes therapy, sometimes it takes antidepressants, sometimes it takes more. If you look at it as, this is how I process things, this is how I deal with things, this is how I've learned to cope with things, you can unlearn those behaviors. If you are terrible at public speaking, for example, you can learn how to be better at public speaking. You can learn how to speak up for yourself. So personally, I was a very codependent person, in which it's like that relationship chameleon, right? In which you give and give and give and give and give, adapt to what that other person wants. And that is that was something that was inherited. That was something that was very learned. And it takes a lot of time and effort, but you can unlearn that stuff. And I think the big thing is that it can be labeled as selfish or arrogant or what have you, but it's not. I think that advocating for yourself is one of the most important traits that you can learn. And I've talked about this on stream before, but like me teaching in an all-girls school and teaching them how to say no to things is one of the most important life lessons that I can ever teach beyond the freaking Byzantine Empire, right? It's a matter of speaking up for yourself is not a selfish thing. If you are uncomfortable doing something, there is a pressure, and especially, and it varies on like if you're a man or a woman, good God, especially women. If you are pressured to do something, women have this, if I say no, I'm going to be labeled as a bitch. I'm going to be labeled as XYZ. And I think that that's unfortunately a very commonplace in our society. But I think if you look at it as, hey, I'm advocating for myself and I'm trying to be better and I'm trying to evolve beyond that, then hey, screw it. Like, I don't care how people perceive me. And that's as someone who lives on the internet, it's a difficult thing because people perceive me a million different ways. One person can watch my video and be like, wow, that guy's an arrogant prick. And the other person can watch and be like, wow, that's a really humble guy. And are they both right or are they both wrong? And I think it's matter, as long as you are advocating for yourself and saying, this is who I am, this is who I'm trying to be, then you're good. I think as long as at the end of the day, you can go to sleep by saying, this is who I am right now, and I'm happy with it. Great. And a lot of people go to sleep and they're not happy with it. Then take the actionable steps to try and be happy with it. And that's a lot easier said than done. It's a lot easier said than done. But you yourself have the capability to choose how you react to other people. No one can make you feel a certain way. If someone comes to you and say, like, you're a piece of crap and I hate you, you're garbage, right? That can make you feel sad, frustrated, angry, etc. But at the end of the day, if you can sit down and go, you know what? I'm not a piece of crap. Like, I'm not. And that's a difficult thing to learn. Then you're good. Like, that's all it takes. You know, and it takes a long time to get there. I'm still trying. I'm still growing. I'm still trying to get to that point. You know, it's a tough place to get to. But at the end of the day, like, you need to be happy with you. It's not by, oh man, I'm going to be happy if I get into this relationship. I'm going to be happy if I'm with this person. I'm going to be happy if I achieve X, Y, and Z. You have to be happy with, okay, this is what I've done. This is what I did. I'm okay with how I performed. You know, whether that's in a job, whether that's in an emotional setting, whether that's in a societal setting, you just got to get to a point where you are content with who you are. And that's difficult as hell. Like, that is so difficult. But it's possible to get there. And sometimes it takes years. But those years, they're worth putting in the work. They're worth getting to that point where you're happy with yourself. That was a very long-winded answer to that. But yes, there you go. Nicole to fire. Yeah, my consent to use all Tia's and mine's likeness and coach. Feel free to take her out of Springsteen style. Got it. Marvelous. Are you Packers fans scared this season? No. It's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be what it's going to be. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's a long-winded answer. But listen, a lot of people are like, man, I feel like shit because I didn't do X, Y, and Z today, or I didn't try this today, or this person made me feel like crap today. I personally don't think that if you are holding back or muting yourself in the presence of other people, you're doing yourself a disservice. And that doesn't mean you're being an ass. Like, I don't mean that to be like, if I'm an asshole, I could just be an asshole. No, that's not what I'm saying. Don't be an asshole. What I'm saying to that is that if you are feeling like, wow, I have a really rambunctious or a curious personality, and I'm surrounding myself with people who don't allow me to express myself, then you don't. In my personal opinion, I feel like it is better to be alone and be content with yourself than to be with a person that makes you feel lesser. That's it. I feel like if you are happy with yourself alone, it's better than being with someone or being around people who make you feel like shit. Or feel like you need to mute yourself. Humble opinion. Humble opinion. KK with tour. It sounds good. The best answers. Love it, Tom. Beer on me. Appreciate you, KK. Kung Fu. Woke up that feeling of never doing enough. Tonight was sorely needed. Thanks to Tom and his amazing community. Kung Fu with the 2. Done. Done. Dan, I'm sorry you're going through that. Like, listen, like last year was the shittiest year of my life. By far. Wasn't even close. Wasn't even close. And there's plenty of times, like, I look around and I look at, fellow creators, and I look at a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, they don't take me seriously. They, think I suck. I'm not funny. Whatever. Well, bullshit, right? if at the end of the day, I can sit there and go, you know what? I liked what I put out, or I liked what I did. Who cares? And who cares? That's all it is. Because at the end of the day, folks, the only thing that matters, and I mean the only thing, is that you lived a life that you're happy with. And if you're not happy with it, then fucking change it. That's it. And sometimes that change is that sucks. That sucks. And changing it disrupts things and ruins relationships and completely destroys things. But my biggest fear is turning around when I'm 70 years old, if I make it, 70 years old, turning around and going, shit, I wish I did that. That ain't the life I want to. I would rather, like this YouTube thing, if I quit my job and my benefits and all that stuff, and I fell flat on my face and it sucked and no one watched my thing, I don't do sponsors. I have the GPS and the clickbait stuff. That's all I have. When I start my month, April 1st, I have zero guaranteed money. And I don't care. Because if I make $1, $3, what have you, at least I tried. So I can sit back and I go, you know what? I tried to do something that I liked. I tried to do something that I loved. And I had a good time. If it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. At least I tried. Don't be that person who is like, hey, let's just roll with it and hope it works out. Again, make those changes if you can. And not everyone's in that kind of position. You know, like when I taught economics, I said, you know, the biggest joke that this country has is that effort equals rewards or currency. Because you have someone who's working 3 jobs and they're all at minimum wage. That person's working their ass off. It doesn't mean they're going to be successful, right? There's a lot of luck. There's a lot of things that are incorporated into that. You know, there's some people that a win is getting up every day. Like a success is, I woke up today and didn't want to die. And I have had students that are like that. I've had coworkers that are like that. And I've tried to help in every chance that I could. But that's what I mean by success is completely subjective. If you woke up today and you're like, that was effing hard, but I got out of bed, that's a win. That is a freaking fracking win. That's it. SL with Taryn. I had a stressful 3 days of work, and I kept forgetting that it's okay to just do what I can and not push myself. Thanks for the reminder. That's it. That's it. Justin, Tommyism wins. Flambo would fire a big 3 at Wisconsin sports. Philosopher Giannis, Tom, and Aaron Rodgers. I put Rodgers in quotations. Yep. Deanna would fire guaranteed 5 from me, and you know the Posse family here has helped YouTube. You can help. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Listen. You get up. You get up in the morning. Sometimes that is the biggest win ever. Nicole? Hell yeah. That's why I married Altia. Hell yeah. That's it. Be with a person who accepts who you are. And it doesn't mute you. Because I don't think living a muted life is living. I don't. Yeah. Don't be afraid of failure. Absolutely. Fail all the time. Who gives a shit? Fail your ass off. Because every single failure means that you tried. It means that you tried. Holly, Fears of rejection. Oh, God. I got that. I can't tell. Oh, God. You know what? We're going to pee for the D. We're going to pee for the D, and we're going to have another beer, because I don't give a shit. We're gonna pee for the D right here. We're going to pee for the D. Herman and Harold take over. Then we're going to talk about rejection. We're getting into it this Q&A. I don't care. All right, we want to talk about rejection. Let's talk about rejection here. Okay. So, sorry, I really had to pee. All right, so let's talk about rejection here. Okay. So, rejection. Where do you want to start with that? Do you know how many jobs that I have been rejected for? Too many to count, to be completely honest. Do you know how many opportunities I've been rejected for? Too many to count, to be honest. I mean, again, you know, for the stream in which we raised $51,000. I tried to get current players on, failed. Rejected at every front. Tried to get LaFleur on, rejected. Murphy on, rejected. Hell, and again, there's change of plans, whatever, rejected. Rejection is not the worst thing in life. It isn't. It sucks. It sucks so much. It punches you in the gut. It makes you think that you're not worthy. It makes you think that you're a failure. It makes you think that you're not adequate. All of that crap. But you only lose when you stop trying. And I mean that. I can't tell you how many jobs I applied to and they told me no, or I wasn't good enough, or I got called in for interviews and they were a joke. They weren't even planning on hiring me, or, you know, this, that, and the, trying to collab with creators or trying to get on guests. And they said, no. But guess what? We're sitting here at 300,000 subscribers. And we are one of the fastest growing channels. And every time I talk about it, I say we, because it's a thing that I'm not going to peddle some stupid bullshit to you or anything like that. It's a matter of I would not be at the position that I am. I start off every single month with $0. And I have never asked someone for a donation unless we're raising money for a fundraiser. So the only way that I make money is that some people like my crap and go, oh yeah, here's $5, here's $2, here's $1, here's whatever. And every single time that I get bigger, what do I do with that? I turn around and I try to donate more to charity. I try to raise more money for charity. I try to get into arenas and opportunities that is going to raise more money for people that need it more than myself. And the thing is that you only fail when you stop trying. So yeah, rejection sucks. It blows. It sucks ass, and not in a fun way on Tinder. But it is a way that if you are like, okay, you know what? Screw it. If I'm going to get rejected, okay, I'm going to move on to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And you could be trying for that all your frickin' frackin' life. And even if you don't get there, if you're like, I want to be a CEO of a company, but I keep on getting rejected, at least you can turn around at the end of your life and say, I frackin' tried. Because that is a lot more than most people. And that is a lot. That's everything. If you can turn around and say, I tried to get to the top of the mountain on whatever industry it was. I tried to be this person, then you have nothing to be ashamed about. If I did the same crap since 2015 to 2022. If this didn't make $1, okay, it is what it is. I'd still be doing it because that's what it is. It's just trying. It's just trying. The worst thing that you can do is not try it. Because if your biggest fear is rejection and failure, there's a million reasons. That's from The Office. There's a million reasons not to do something. A million reasons. And there's probably a likelihood that you're going to fail. It's not a bad thing. Because it makes it, when it pays off, when it pays off, it's even better. Or even when it doesn't, you could turn around and be like, you know what? At least I gave it my best shot. At least I tried. Calvin with Terror finally bought my first house, celebrating quarterly with my buddies. Pray for my liver. Calvin, congrats on the house, buddy. I'm trying. Brock with a tenor. Personally appreciate your life advice. The person is a Packers fan. Having said that, do you think AR-12 over-targeting Devontae or Devontae clamoring for the ball in playoffs? No, I think it's Rodgers over-targeting Devontae. Personally. Marvelous Stuart, greatest teacher failure is Yoda. Accurate. Nicole at 20 was born with little to no hearing. Doctors told my parents to put me in a home for the deaf and leave me there. Here I am 34 years later, a teacher with better speech than my colleagues, never listened to the naysayers, and you have a frickin' frackin' awesome wife. F those people. F them to the moon. John, what, 20? Thanks for all you do, Tom. I'm an idiot who talks in my basement. That's what I am. Is indifference worse than rejection? Don't be with someone who's indifferent to you. That's it. My tombstone's legit gonna say nothing, but I tried. And that's freaking it. And that's it. That's all that there is. That's all that any of us can do, is we can try. You know? I wasn't born with a silver spoon or anything like that. There was nothing. And you try to create something. John, if I had time, an interview to be a baseball mascot tomorrow, what do I wear? Tie, jacket, what would you do? John, wear what you're comfortable in. Because if they are so superficial that they are going to judge you on the clothes that you wear, you don't want that job. You're going to wear a mascot costume. Wear what you're comfortable in. That's it. Chloe, my wide receiver one, motivational king. Thank you. That's it. It's all you can do. It's all you can do is just try the best you can. That's all. Yeah. You have to risk things. No, that's the thing. You have to try. And Biko Defy, I gotta put something in the pot for your time, and big salute to all souls here, feeling the realness, and I thank you. It's listen, life is effing hard, man. It's hard, and it punches you in the balls. That's it. Even if you don't have balls, it punches you in the balls. You know, do you think, if I pictured my life, I'd be sitting here at 31 years old, divorced. That's not how I thought my life would go. But there's other good things. There's other good things in the life, and you know, I'm trying to build something that I'm really happy with and I'm really proud of. So cool. If the NFL was like, hey, you talk about games too much, F you, shut down. That sucks. That sucks a whole lot, but do the best you can. Colleen Tour, come for the Colleen drag, stay for the motivation. That's it. We always turn around. We always turn it around. Wow. Hey, Tom, what advice would you give an adult who was giving university a try after missing out on passing high school? Oh, yes. I love that. Wow. First of all, congratulations, giving that a try. 2, no one cares how old you are trying to pass whatever school you can. They're so focused on themselves of trying to pass, they're not even going to notice. Do you? And that's the best you can do. And that is the best you can do. That's all. That's it. No one ever plans for divorce. That is true. Maybe Jeff Bezos' wife, but that's it. But that's it. When was the last time I was in New York City? A few months ago, I think. Months ago? I think that's it. That's it. Did you do TED Talks? That's the thing. I don't. For some weird ass reason, this kid, from Westchester, New York, has a platform. Don't know why, but we have a platform. And I think and maybe this is the teacher in me. It's just like, help people. Try to help. That's it. Don't be a piece of crap and help people. That's all you can do. Like there's so many things I do that I don't publicize in terms of like donating and helping and stuff like that. That doesn't make me a better person, but that just makes me like a person that tries. That's all it means. So, like, you know, you see somebody, like I was running the other day and I saw a piece of garbage on the freaking ground. So I brought it back with me while I was running. I threw it in my trash can. Like, it's that stupid crap. Like, you just try. You just try. That's all. That's it. My decency is showing. I'm sorry. Tom, be a bigger piece of garbage. That's what I hear. That's what, you just gotta be a bigger piece of crap. I'm trying. It's really difficult, though. I really try to be a piece of crap, and it's so difficult. It's so difficult. Because why do that? Why? Like, see how many people have told me, Tom, you can make a lot more money if you take sponsorships. And I go, yeah, that's accurate. Who cares? Like, am I able to pay bills? Yes. Cool. Am I able to buy a house? Eventually, hopefully. God, not in this market. But hopefully, at some point, cool. I am never going to turn around and be like, hey, let me show you a shitty product because someone pays me for it. And I see so many creators doing it, and I hate it. Them, I get it, because that's the environment. I'm in a position where I've created a community that gives me $1 or $2 every now and then. So I don't need to do that. So I'm cool with it. Like, I don't care. I've done this job for free for years. I did this when I was making a cent. I'll do it again. That's cool. That's cool. Raycon's also shit. Their base is terrible in their little buds. So, story. A company I believe in, yeah. Like, I've done Squarespace because I've used Squarespace ever since I started stand-up. Like, I've done that. Pristine Auction. They've given me a bunch of stuff. I've used them. So, yeah. That's it. Packed candles. Hope you'll sign my Holly Hundo shirt. Holly. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. You're the queen, Holly Hundo. You're the top dono. You send me whatever the hell you want. I'll autograph anything you want. Anything you want. Anything you want. That's it. That's it. Raycon sponsor. No, I just don't care. I'd rather shout out the people who've decided to be like, here's $1, here's $2, here's $5. That's what I prefer. Thomas Tiller, Day said sponsored by Ray Shadow Legends Game Over. Do you know how many times they've reached out to me? They pay good money. They pay thousands of dollars for a 30-second spot. And I've told them to shove it up their ass. I'm like, I don't give a crap about your stupid ass game. If Clash of Clans would have been playing for like 7 years, if they reach out to me, I'd sponsor them. But no. I don't care. I don't care. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'm good with how it's growing. Jed, Tom had a job interview earlier this week that didn't go the way I hoped, and goddamn, I had a phone interview today and rose up, keep shooting. Listen, applying to jobs is one of the worst things that you can do because it is just such a shitty feeling that you're like, hey, I'll apply to this job. And they're like, you're not worthy of even a callback or to let you know that you didn't get the job. It sucks ass. I did that for years. You're worth more than a number on an exam. You're worth more than what some random ass employer thinks of you. That's it. You are. You're worth more than that. That's all. So, I hope that it goes well because like the problem is like, A, they pay our bills, but you're better than that. 100%. 100%. You're better than all that crap. Clash, yo, listen, if Clash reached out to me like, hey Tom, I'm gonna sponsor you. I'll be all right, let's do it, legit. Because Tom Grossi has town hall 14 here. All right, we're not messing around. We're not messing around. Okay. Wow, go for a raise. Do it. Do it. Do it. I feel like I should do another beer. Let's do a beer. Let's do a beer. This one, we're gonna rouse. Boom. Boom. I live no closer to New York City rather than Buffalo. I live about like 45 minutes from the city. Yep. Yep. Wildflower Wars on Wednesday? Nah, that's not happening this week. No, not happening this week. But we had 3 hours. Are we really? Oh wow, it's 10:30. Yep, that. I mean, like, you guys can leave if you want. Like, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all right. We're chilling. We're vibing. We're vibing. We're chilling. We're chilling. A 3-hour tour. He once was a mighty sailor. How do I feel about McAfee and WrestleMania? Hope he kills it. It's his dream. Hope he kills it. What's 9 plus 10? I believe it's 19, but don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I am not a math professor. Oh, this is going to be a good pour. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What game are you excited for coming out? Loom, with a tour? Yo, new God of War? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the one. That's the one. Man, I want food after this, too. That's your problem. Holly, listen. First of all, I'm happy you're still here. 2, I hope nothing for the best for you. Take whatever time you need. Where's vacation? Gino Terry, Tom, thanks for all you do. Starting a new position soon. You need this. It's so much more than a podcast. I only wish I can give you more. Janine, I don't care if you never give me $1. Again, like, people don't understand. Like, you're watching. That means a lot. So, people who are like, oh man, I wish I can donate. That's why this show's free. This show is always going to be free. And a lot of people who have come into my life are like, you should monetize this, and this. F that. Nope. It's free. Because I've been at a point in my life where I could not afford to buy certain things. I've been at a point where I couldn't put more than $20 of gas into my tank. And that was before, prices skyrocketed. No, like, this is something that if you could watch it and it like makes you feel a little bit better, that's gonna be free. And Bika, thanks for $1.49. Yo, screw TurboTax. They suck. They suck. That's it. Jacqueline says, shut up. I mean, Jacqueline, you could do anything else on Friday night than listen to Tom Grossi. A lot of people are. A lot of people are doing that. So, Christopher, don't feel the need. We chilling. We vibing. That's it. Seahawks probably gonna draft a QB. I'd imagine. I would. Omega, appreciate you being here since 20K. Pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. We take a Packers Super Bowl if ABSB on the team. Yep. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Yo, Skillet Cookie Foster, is that what we're talking about? Skillet Cookie for the win. Yo, I could use Skillet Cookie right now. It's free, baby. It's free. It's always free. It's always free. Because, again, I know what it's like to not be able to afford it. So I put on my YouTube ads, and that's it. And that's it. If that's all the money I make, cool. If not, cool. That's all. That's all. Rachel, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh, skillet cookie. Well, I do have a skillet for cooking. Yes. Yes. Been a Packers fan since 1997. Been a while. Been a bit. Been a while. Titans get a new QB? No. I think they stick with Ryan Tannehill for a while. Unless they get someone in the later rounds. Like, they could get in the second, but... Yeah. Yeah, I think so. GameStar, yeah, I have a limited time in Green Bay. Unfortunately. Would I do a sponsorship for Super Bowl tickets? It depends on what the company is. On the main channel, like on this, it depends. Like, are we giving them away? I do live on the East Coast, yes, in New York. Yes, yes, and yes. Head and Shoulders. Head and Shoulders can be funny. I don't use their product, but I don't. Any product that I use, though, I would shut them out. I would shut them. Who's the worst first rounder the Packers could draft? A QB. Any QB. That'd be a problem. No problem. Snickerdoodle or chocolate chip? Chocolate chip. Get out of here. Get out of here. Chocolate chip. Madden streams will come back. Yes. Madden streams are coming back. They will return. Tom, why have you gone over 3 hours tonight? Not complaining. I don't know. Maybe it's procrastination for the work that I do need to do. But we're still here. Why? Why not? Why not? We vibing. Kelly with a fire. Would Honey Badger make the Colts top 5 defense and possibly able to compete in the AFC? Yeah, I think so. I think the Colts are going to be able to compete otherwise because I think their offense is going to be very good. They get another wide receiver in the draft. I think they'll be very solid. Very solid. Yeah, we've done over 3 hours. It's a total vibe right now. Total vibe. Ray, what's your thoughts on Moon Knight? I really like the first episode. I love the character. I hope it just builds from there. But I was into the first episode. I dug it. I liked it. Tony Storm, new sign to AEW. Hope she does well. Listen, Matt, hope things get better. That's all. Ooh, hold on. Altia. I'm on the fence about leaving my current teaching job. My admin is horrible for the band program and offer no support. I'm going to apply to other districts. Altia, know your worth. Know your worth. Know it. Apply. Right, Rhino, what's your thoughts on Bills not going for a dome? It's a good move. Good move. Keep it Buffalo style. KTA, I think top 10. I don't know about top 5, but top 10, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Chargers sweep the Chiefs? I don't know about that. I think they maybe split. They probably split. Her worth is priceless. Amen, Nicole. Nicole and Altia have that relationship you strive for. You strive for. That's it. I didn't move to New York. I was born here, so I was popped out here. When you move to Wisco, will the Q&A stay the same time slot? Yeah. Listen, you can take the Eastern time zone. Okay, you take it. You can take Tom Grossi out of it, but you can't take the Eastern time zone out of Tom Grossi. So, you know, I did spawn in New York. Yeah. It's gonna be better. Trophy to fire. How do you feel about Christian Watson? I think he's one of those underrated wideouts. Yeah, I saw that. He is underrated. I agree. I worry about the competition that he's played a little bit, but I think he's definitely solid. What's the update on Kyler Murray? Still short. Last time I checked. It's like yay big. Jack with fire. Central is Superior. Lake Superior. I heard it's a nice lake. I heard it's a nice lake. Mm-hmm. East time is the best time. True. That's what in Hamilton. Why do you always write like you're running out of time? Because he was on East Coast time. If he was on West Coast time, he's got like another 3 hours. But Benjamin Franklin's like, nah, I'm on the East Coast time. So he was writing a lot. He was writing a lot. Luke is like, I'm 6 hours ahead. It's it's June where I live. Lombardi time. Fun fact, my car clock is set on Lombardi time. True story. Even though it's only 15 minutes on the East Coast, so I guess it should be 15 minutes on Central. It's fine. Oh, my order is shipped. It was supposed to get here today. I need it before I leave. That. Not happy. Not happy with that. God, man, with fire. Most controversial non-Packers related sports belief view. I want to hear the controversy from the chat. Ooh. Pro Bowl should go away. Pro Bowl happens in the middle of the year and actually has an impact on like how playoffs go, maybe. I say that. A nominated tour, Baker Mayfield to Miami. No, he's not going to Miami. No. Hunter, hey Tom, currently stay home with dad. However, I stress about trying to provide for my family more. However, I needed tonight, knowing I'm doing all I can for my family at home. Love the Grossi fam. All right, Hunter, here's what I'm going to say about that. I'm assuming that you and your partner agreed that you would be a stay-at-home dad, right? Yeah, screw it. As someone who has not hugged their father since they were a child, you raising your kids in a house full of love is giving them more than you can imagine. If your kids down the road are able to call you and say, Dad, I need a ride home because I drank, or Dad, I'm going through X, Y, and Z, or Dad, I just need your support, you've done a really good job. So, arguably, that's the most important job you could possibly have. So I get, yeah. I think that's the best and most important job you could possibly have. So, Tommy to fire. Bengals failed Harambe. They cannot bring peace to the gentle creature. It happens. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out to the dads. Yeah, shout out to the moms too. Like, again, like if you could if you could turn around and be like, hey, mom/dad, you have given me a space where I can talk to you about things. You've done a damn good job. And now, if I look forward to seeing how insufferable Breck is going to be. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I think that's the best thing that you could do. Like, that's why, like, I'm at a point where I'm not ready to have kids because I am very focused on my career and my job and this, etc. And the minute that I have a kid, my world is then revolving around them. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but that's not something that I'm ready for. So I think that you need to change your life drastically to be the parent that your kid is, because that's a full-time job. That is a full-time job. So that's what that is. Thomas and Fire, Mike McDaniel's done more press than any coach I've ever seen. Is he super genius or high as a kite? Can it be both? I feel like it can be both. It's both. So, yeah. I'd rather you don't have, personally, I'd rather I didn't have kids than to have a child that I'm not ready for. Because when I have a kid, my life is changed forever. Because I am going to do everything in my power to make sure that that kid has a better life than I ever had. And make sure that they had as much as I can possibly give. And right now, I'm not in a place to do that. So, I don't know if I'm ever going to have kids. But if I do, then that kid's going to get every kind of support they could possibly get. Golden Dog, Xavier Howard signing that big deal is good for Miami. I feel like they're a team with a great offense and mid-defense like the Titans. Nah, I feel like their defense is pretty good. I feel like their defense is, I feel like it's pretty solid. I feel like it's pretty damn solid. Did I miss any? Hold on, did I miss another thing? I don't think I did. Trophy! No, I got you. We're good. We're good. We're good. Good. Got any hot takes? Best place I ever visited? Iceland. Ever. Now what I fire. Be careful though, Tom. You focus on career too long and now it's too late. It's not though. Are you content with what you did? If you want to just focus on career and you've made it to a level of which you are, it's not too late. Hell, you can adopt. Who gives a crap? Like, you know how many kids there are in the system that need loving families? Like, it's not. It ain't too late. If you get to a point where you're like, wow, I'm 45, I can't have kids anymore. Okay. If you really want kids, then adopt. Adopt a kid. It's a shit of a process, but adopt. There you go. You know, and give a kid who would otherwise have a probably terrible life, and give him a good one. So, yeah, a lot of it, Eric Witt, I agree. A lot of it is towards women. Yeah. You know, I feel like there is this, and again, I understand. Like, I want someone born of my blood and my flesh, but I think it calls into your motivations of why you want to have kids. Is it a matter of like, wow, I want to have my legacy live on? Your legacy can live on by being a great parent to an adopted kid. You can. Have a kid that's adopted. Goldar, most messed up game you ever played. Sort of not just gore, but overly disturbing. Outcast, disturbing? I can't think of a game that, like, turned me off for it. Yeah. My bloodline. No one gives a shit about anybody's bloodline. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. You know how your name carries on? You raise a damn good kid. You give them all the love in your frickin' frackin' heart and you do the best you can. That's what carries on. If I ever have a child, adopt a child, whatever, and they're like, Tom Grossi was my damn father, and I'm so happy that he was, guess what? My name's living on. That's it. That's it. Who cares? Who cares? Oh no, someone else birthed you? Who gives a crap? Who cares? That's all. That's all. Yeah. Be those kids, the kid. Yep, exactly. Be the person those kids look up to. That's all. I feel like we're good. I feel like we vibed for a while. Yeah, we've gone over 3 hours here. We've got over 3 hours. I feel like we're good. I feel like we did it. I feel like we got through a lot. We went on a journey together. Yeah, it's Paul on a fire. I did it for clickbait. Slow times are a month. First place and last place gets punished. I agree. It's nearly 11 o'clock at night. I feel like I feel like we got chill. I still have a lot of work to do tonight, so but folks, I appreciate you. Next week there's gonna be some interesting things that come out. But I appreciate you tuning up for tonight. And the thoughts that were shared got a bit deep at times. But yeah. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. But folks, Inject Mature all-nighter. Yeah, that's probably gonna pull the next few days. There's gonna be an all-nighter. But folks, Flashlight, appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack, go. We got it.